a shout out to Fortune. That it has to
Oh,
be.
yeah, maybe. That's maybe. But we're going to Lilat for game number 1. Both players actually have a big advantage here. On Lilat, it seems platforms can be used for great advantage. Ness, of course, having those PK fire setups. He can use an Inkling with the pressure she can have on the platforms. But it seems Space is just controlling a lot of the platforms right now. He just wants to back air and keep Ness away from them.
Yeah, I think, I'm not completely sure, but I think Inkling just in general has better neutral tools than Ness, whereas Ness has the stronger advantage tools. But we're going to see how this plays out. I might be completely wrong on that, so excuse me if I am. But as we see right now, we see Space mostly winning that neutral, using that back air, and using the jab as a follow-up.
All right, I think he is going to look for the grab. We are in up throw kill percent, right? Up for upper kill percent right now, it seems. But actually, S1 getting the throw, almost having the end of Space right there. Yo-Yo not going to get throw him off the ledge. Instead, a get-up attack is going to get S1 right out of there. And it's a little bit too late for the up throw up air, I think. So we're just going to go for a forward throw. Little bit of ink on S1. With the closer blast zones on Lila, that should be enough for almost everything to kill. But the air dodge up is not going to reach the ledge.
Yeah, a rare mistake, and that at the start of the first game might be a little bit of a mental blow here. But S1 is also known as being someone that is really hard to tilt. So he'll stay mentally composed, and he might, he'll probably not suffer anything from that. Shake it head and move on. Ooh. Gets the up tilt.
Up tilt is gonna take the first stock from Space right there. S1 already hitting a peak of fire, but Inkling is still invulnerable. Space is trying to make the most of the situation, keeping S1 at the ledge, and he needs a peak of fire in order to get in. But once he gets in, ooh, almost gets a peak of rocket.
Yeah, and that's where what I like about S1. Always finds these creative PK rocket setups, and that's kind of what Space should be looking out for, because that can quickly turn the stock or the game into his favor even. And but here's that up throw up air you were talking about. Not quite kill percent, but still a nice 20 to 30% that he gets to wreck on. Ooh.
Sweet spot forwarder is going to take the job right, do the job right there. S1 again with the PK fires. That seems to be his thing on this stage. He can double jump cancel PK fire on the platforms in order to have them reach very far if you look at the stage. But right now, Space is just not letting him back on the ledge. Another down tilt is hitting. Space does not have a double jump. Ooh, and he misses the up B.
Yeah. Just a little bit too much pressure, I think.
Two fiddles with the recovery.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah, but it's also Lilat. And Lilat is a little bit weird in terms of recovery. It's not as bad as in Brawl and in Smash 4, you know. But it's still, the ledge is just positioned a little bit higher than you would think. If you look at the stage, there's actually a little gray part which you can not grab, and then there's a lighter gray part which is the start of that ledge. So that could be a little bit weird. Let's see how Carlos changes things though.
Yeah, I think that both players should be able to grab the ledge at this stage.
Yeah, they should.
But S1 also has a lot of space to move around in here, not getting the cramped platforms of Lilat. Let's see if he can make his, if he can take advantage of that. But right now we see Space again controlling the neutral. Ooh, a lot of pressure coming down for S1 and getting the PK rocket in mid-air and forcing Space to just keep waiting. He does not want to get hit by that. Yep. Jab is inking in Ness right now, so he needs to watch out. Not another jab, because Ness's jab is going to interrupt that.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why Carlos was picked is because of those PK rocket interactions. Can use the PK rocket to bounce off the sides and get a new recovery option. So I guess that should help with regards to recovering. But also that cute little gimmick you just saw, I'm not sure if he's going to pull that off again. But it was definitely inventiveness at its maximum.
That's one thing, a lot more PK thunders to get Space in a difficult situation. That's a parry down smash into a spot dodge for the roller.
Yeah, that was some clutch close quarters combat right there. Gets the back throw and just gets that little Inkling right out of there.
That's trying to get back to the stage. He is not able to. Inkling down tilt covers below the ledge. Ooh, gets hit the PK rocket. Space is going to make it back to the stage. S1 isn't, but that's still 30% you have on you. Tries to get another PK rocket. S1 is just killing him with these PK rockets right now.
Yeah, he's really looking for him. And I like to see that because it's a high risk, high reward playstyle. And it's fun for the viewers, you know. It's fun for me. So I'm all for it. Go on, S1. Get those rockets. Yeah.
You're a little bit of egotistical for that.
No, I just want to have fun right here.
Yeah, that seems logical. All right. But S1 is throwing space into there. Ooh, PK Thunder almost doing it. It does have quite a bit more knockback than in the previous games. So that is able to kill off the top, but Kalos is a high stage. A back throw is going to do it right now. Yo-Yo is also going to do a question mark. I don't think that was the best DI. I don't think he expected that. And S1 is now ahead almost a full stock. Space needs to ink him. Hasn't hit that many jabs, it seems. S1 just keeping in the air in order to dodge those.
Yeah, S1 has been on the anti-air movement right now. And it's really working out for him. Just not playing grounded at all. Making sure that he's out of range of those back airs, out of range of those jabs. Here's that jab. Okay, that's the commentator's curse, but oh man. Oh, I'm sorry, S1.
We are in kill percent, it seems right now. You see Space looking for the grab. He wants it. Up smash is going to do it right there. No grab needed. Just a little blast of ink into the air. Both players at their last stock in this game, but S1 does have the advantage. Yeah,
it's a minor advantage, but it will help because, believe it or not, this is actually kill percent if S1 gets those PK rockets off again. So we might be looking for that just a little bit later. Of course, the back throw not going to end it just yet, and no throw from Space is going to end it, but the percentage is slowly tacking on for S1, and this is starting to look like it could become his game.
Ooh, and the Psy Magnet in the backer, a classic S1 combo as he takes game number 2 on Kalos.
Yeah, and that evens up the score. And that just goes to show that this set could really go either way. Because game 1 was so heavily Space dominated, and then game 2, a little bit of an oddball first stock, but then it was mostly S1 in the lead. So let's see what game number 3 is going to bring for us.
I really like S1's anti-grounded playstyle. We already talked about it a little bit, but it just does not want to get hit by the Inkling jab. That's a bit most players fall into when playing against Inkling. But Ness with that great air mobility is able to capitalize off that. So let's see if he's going to dodge any more grabs or if Space is adapting to that. I also haven't seen that many splat bombs actually at the ledge.
No.
It's very rare.
No, we've seen Space go for the down tilts on the ledge, and I think that's a great option because Ness is pretty easy to 2-frame when S1 is going for that ledge with that PK rocket. But yeah, maybe the splat bomb could be a useful tool, but on the other hand, it does get absorbed by the PK magnet. So
yeah.
I'm not 100% sure how much it heals, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. And ooh, a rare missed punish by Space. But great drift by S1, it has to be said.
Easy. I think he was a little bit too scared. It is hard to interrupt that. It is a drift you have to manage. Ooh. PK fire into falling forward there into a grab. What a conversion right there with homebrew combos again. Ooh, let's go for the grab again. This might be back throw kill percent.
It is. And S1 is looking for either the yo-yo or the back throw. Here it is. And that's going to do it. S1 on a great start here. But Space, of course, always on the ready with those jabs.
Ooh, another PK fire. That's a bit of percent right there and a bit of the stage you lose. Shield pressure coming out from Space. Not able to keep up with that as Ness escapes that.
Yeah, look at the percentage. It's your favorite.
Ooh, almost gets the PK rocket.
Oh, and he does get it this time, but that's exactly what Space wanted, of course, because when you get hit by that, it shortens the length of the PK rocket. S1 couldn't make it back. And he took 30% for that. Is it worth the trade? What do you say, Dago?
I'm not completely sure if it's worth the trade. I doubt he would have made it back from that angle. And it's also just easy to something like a forward air at that percent or a down tilt to keep him off the stage. But it is what it is. We see Space coming back right now, evening up the percentages. So it is not that bad after all.
Yeah, both players excel at playing that advantage state. And we just saw Space getting 60% in less than 10 seconds. So, really evening up the game right here. It's pretty much bang on even right.
Before they're going to throw Inkling to the other side of the stage. Ooh, back throw. Is that going to be it?
That's another one of those drag down up air combos. And S1 has been nailing those today. And here's that up throw up air you were talking about earlier. It's the last stock situation right here.
It's on the platform, so it kills a little bit earlier right there. Ooh, but S1 right now with the advantage. Oh, doesn't quite get the yo-yo off the stage. That's not too bad, but he needs to regain composure. He does not want to give the stage control to Inkling because you can do so much damage, especially Space, with those back airs and those consistent kill setups. He does not want to lose these.
Ooh. I'm holding my heart right now. Both players really teetering around each other's hitbox, and Space is really trying to hit those back airs. S1 trying to move around those. Gets the up throw, gets the up air. It's going to be a kill screen. It's not going to be it though. S1 with some great DI and stays in the game.
This is a dangerous position to be in against Space at the ledge. Even though it is very good to pressure Ness, one back throw could be your undoing.
And Space is... does he get it?
Yeah, he didn't have a double jump, so he had to.
Yeah, second skill screen is going to be it, or Space right now in the advantage. 2-1 for him. But these games are so close, this could still go either way.
Yeah, we saw how nervous both players actually were in the last situation. The last stock, they could just add so much percent to each other so quickly. And that's, of course, with the Pika Fire doing a lot of damage. But he also used it a lot to just take stage control. That's what's great about Pokemon Stadium for Ness. You can just double jump cancel side B, and it just covers a lot of the stage. But right now we're going to Smashville where that's not possible. So let's see how both players adapt to that. And I hope to see some Splat Bombs from Space actually, because those ledge traps have not been as great as they used to be. So I want to see more from that.
Right. And Smashville is widely considered to be a great Inkling stage because it's so small and the back air covers like half the stage. So I'm interested to see what S1 can do on this one because this is his counter pick. It's 2-1 right now for Space. And ooh, getting a great conversion right there.
Couple of backers right there, but S1 getting in the backer of his own. He is the percentage lead, but a 4-tilt is going to do it. Surprisingly strong move. And Smash, of course, having those closer blast zones, but a big jab is going to take S1 to 91% and giving him a lot of ink. Up for up air. It's not going to do it. S1 air dodging out of there and just not getting hit by it. Good job, but right now Space needs to look for something. Something to finish out the stock because you do not want a Ness with a high percentage. That's just asking to be back thrown at 90%.
Yeah, but the up throw up airs, I don't think we're still in range. Ooh, almost gets the Pika Rocket. Just barely misses out on that one. Oh, and there's going to be the air dodge. That's not what you want to see.
The last hit of the first hit of the down tilt actually hitting, but the second one not confirming. It did work though because of the air dodge, but S1 still has a bit of percentage lead. Ooh, up for up air. Not another one, it seems. He just wants to apply pressure to the platform, keeps on jumping and throwing aerials at him. S1 needs to go to the ground in order to contest it.
Yeah, that middle platform is so good for Space right now. Getting every single back air and every single up air right there. And S1 has seemed to have a little bit of trouble with the relentless aggression that Space is showing in this fourth game. Almost getting the down smash kill. But S1 is holding on, gets the yo-yo.
Yeah, you said it right. Space just being such a aggressive force right now, but that's not being rewarded as he loses second stock. He was aggressive at the ledge, but he needs to be able to perform that in the middle of the stage in order to kill him. Up for upper, not gonna do it.
Yeah,
ooh, doesn't have double jump.
Oh, great recovery from S1. Amazing drift right there, and manages to clutch out or get just a little bit more from that stock, stalling with the PK Flash, and again makes it back. Not just yet.
Ooh, goes low, but it is worth it. The forward air of Space is going to do it. Both players again at their last stock. S1's last stock in the winner's bracket. Perhaps it could go either way. We saw it in Pokemon Stadium. It goes very close against these two. We see Space pressuring the platform again. He does not want S1 up there. Ooh, neutral contention right there.
Yeah, gets another up tilt. S1 is one of the few Ness I've really seen use that up tilt very well. But Space, you know, of course, very good player, and it's very hard for him right now to make something happen against Space.
Ooh, not another backer off stage. Air dodges in time.
Up
As
throw?
one up for a kill percent. No, not quite actually, surprisingly enough. Good DI right there. And now Space needs to watch out because Ness does have rage. And a PK fire into a Psy Magnet conversion is gonna do it probably. Back air is gonna throw S1 off stage. Space needs to get that conversion down tilt again.
Yeah.
Another back air. Goes very low and S1 is not able to go back to the stage. Space faking it 3-1 over S1.